I think this is fine now. So biology is basically the study of life, because it has come from two Greek words, bios, which means life, and logos, which means study. So study of life is biology. But can you tell me, life belongs to whom? Life belongs to living organisms. Life belongs to living organisms, and those living organisms can be bacteria, they can be protists, like plant protists or animal protists. They can be fungus, which are included in kingdom fungi. They can be plants, which are included in kingdom plantae, and they can be animals, which are included in kingdom animalia. So there are basically 5 kingdoms, which you have already studied in class 11th, if you remember. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
This classification was given by whom? R.H. Whittaker. This was in the first chapter of class 11th, if you remember. This classification was given by R.H. Whittaker in the year 1969. And in NEET, sometimes they go for asking the names of the scientists as well. So R.H. Whittaker gave this system of classification in 1969, in which he divided the whole living world into 5 kingdoms. And these kingdoms are kingdom Monera, then kingdom Protista, then kingdom fungi, then kingdom plantae, and then kingdom animalia. So I hope you're familiar with this. I would not go into the details of these, but you know that kingdom Monera is the only kingdom which is having prokaryotic organisms. Prokaryotic means what? It is not having a true nucleus. It is not having a nucleus which is enclosed by nuclear membrane. It is not having a nucleus which is having nucleolus, and it is not having membrane bound organelles like mitochondria, Golgi bodies, or endoplasmic reticulum. I hope this is clear to you, Anisha?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and talking about the other 4 kingdoms, they are eukaryotic mainly. Eu means what? Eu means true. So true karyon, that is true nucleus is present, and they're having nuclear membrane, as well as they're having nucleolus, as well as they have membrane bound organelles like mitochondria, like endoplasmic reticulum, and like Golgi bodies. So all the membrane bound organelles are present in these. But kingdom Protista includes unicellular organisms, whereas fungi, plantae, and animalia, these all include multicellular organisms. I hope you know that these are very, very important. So the difference between multicellular and unicellular, you already must be knowing, because this is what you have already studied in class 11th. Is it fine with you?
Yes, sir.
Multicellular are having many cells. The body is formed by many cells, and similar cells combining to form similar structures called as tissues. Then similar tissues, they form organs. Similar organs, they form organ systems, and organ systems form organisms. Like we have many organ systems, like we have circulatory system, we have digestive system, we have movement and locomotion, that is muscular and skeletal system. We have a respiratory system. There are so many. I hope it is clear to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and when we talk about multicellular organisms, there is a clear-cut division of labor. Every cell is destined to perform a particular function. The cells of the kidney don't know what the cells of the lungs are doing. The cells of the lungs do not know what the cells of the heart are doing, but they have different jobs. They have different responsibilities. The cells of the heart, they have to help in circulation. The cells of the lungs, they have to help in respiration. The cells of the kidney, they have to help in excretion. Okay, so all this you have studied, so I would not go into the details, but can you tell me, as I told you, biology is the study of life which belongs to these 5 different kingdoms. Which kingdom you would include viruses into? They cannot be included in any of these kingdoms. They are called
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They are called
I
as
remember.
Enigma of Life. What do you mean by enigma? A puzzle which is not very easy to solve. A puzzle which is not very easy to solve.
Solve.
So it is a puzzling thing which is not very easy to understand. So viruses are called as Enigma of Life. That is, outside the body, they are non-living. Inside the body, they are living. Inside the body, they are living. So when they are outside our body, when they are present on a chair, when they are present on a table, when they are present on a bed, they are not going to be harmful to us. They cannot do anything. But when they enter into our body through our mouth or through our nose or through any other body part or through any wound which is there, the wound which has been inflicted upon us, or maybe by mistake if we inflict a wound on us. So any virus, when it enters into our body, it becomes harmful to us, and it follows two kinds of cycles. It uses our machinery and it causes damage to us. It follows two kinds of cycles. One cycle is called as Lytic cycle and the other is called as Lysogenic cycle. Lysogenic cycle. Have you heard these names, Anisha?
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by Lytic cycle? See, we are sitting at home because of a virus. The whole world is under a lockdown because of a virus. You must be knowing the name of that virus.
COVID-19.
Yes, COVID-19. COVID-19 is the name of the disease, beta. The name of the virus is coronavirus. Yes, coronavirus. We all are sitting at home because of that virus. So it is very important to know about them. So Lytic
Yes,
cycle
sir.
is the cycle in which the virus enters into our living cell. The virus enters into our living cell, and what it does is that it starts multiplying. And when it enters into our cell, when it starts multiplying, slowly and slowly, the numbers of viruses increase and they reach up to a threshold level. And when they reach up to a threshold level, they start showing symptoms. That's why the doctors say that coronavirus shows symptoms after 9 to 14 days of infection. Because 9 to 14 days is required for the symptoms to appear. Because 9 to 14 days is the duration for the viruses to reach up to a threshold level. So in the Lytic cycle, see, lysis means breakdown. Okay, lysis means breakdown.
Yes, sir.
So
Breakdown.
yes, so the virus enters into a cell and causes the lysis of the cells. That is breakdown of the cells. So as a result, when the virus has multiplied into such a huge number, the cell bursts and the viruses are released into our body. So when the viruses, they keep on doing like this, they keep on multiplying like this. When the viruses reach up to a particular threshold, their the number reaches up to a particular threshold. After that, they start showing symptoms for that particular disease, and then we suffer from that particular disease. Is it fine? Any doubt?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. The second one is lysogenic cycle. In the lysogenic cycle, what happens is that the virus comes into direct contact with us. What happens is that the viral genome gets integrated. The viral genome gets integrated into our genome. That is, it gets integrated with our DNA. And when it gets integrated with our DNA, whenever our cell is dividing through mitosis or through meiosis, the somatic cells are dividing through mitosis. The germ cells are dividing through meiosis. So whenever our cells are dividing, the viral genome will also keep on multiplying whenever this division takes place, because our DNA will be replicating. Is that fine? Any doubt, Anisha?
No, sir.
Okay, so when this takes place, finally, we suffer from disease again. So there are two kinds of cycles. The first is called as Lytic cycle, and the second is called as Lysogenic cycle. I hope it is clear till now.
Yes, sir.